Today we're going to transplant some of these. This is a ginger plant, type of ginger. Beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Not the favorite, but one of them. And all you have to do is this big flower here. You just cut it right down here. And these are ehos, or little baby. I'm not focusing too good. There you go. These are little babies. And you just kind of push this right on top of the soil, this flower here, and then it'll start growing, because that's what I did with this. I started with just one of these cuttings right there, and now there's lots of them, which are beautiful. I love these. And another flower we have here, it looks like a type of hibiscus, like this. Here's a better flower right there. This here. They come in different colors here. The butterflies love these. Here's some more of those. They moved. I didn't even plant this. Somehow it ended up over here. And then we have lots of those hibiscus growing along the creek here. They have beautiful flowers. And we have, this is a platano. More platano. And look, now the soil quality is not that great here because we're on the beach. So when there's a big storm, all this organic debris floats up. We take that and stick it on the base here and make some good soil. There's a big mango tree. And I had a lot of rain last night. Heavy rain. We cross over here, across the little creek. There's a little creek that comes through. It's pretty small right now. Comes from up here, comes through, comes around and meets up with another one that comes down through here. It's a little bigger and heads out that way towards the house. And here we have an orchid. We have platano, which is plantain. Got a couple of pineapples growing here. These are the pineapples. A couple of those, more plantain. These are the little small bananas that everybody likes. I thought this was funny because this is a little baby guy. He's about as tall as I am. But he came out with some little tiny bananas. Little things. I mean, you can see how small they are compared to my finger. I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny that it actually delivered bananas that small. But it did. So we got a couple cocos. These are the real water cocos, not the acid ones. Some basil. Where are these bananas? These are more plantains here. Some of the varieties here are different. Lots of different types. Here's some here. They're also small. This one's probably a year or two old, and you just plant one eho, and then, which is just, you cut off the side, the actual plant. There's no seed in the banana. You cut off a piece of the banana on the bottom, the plant, and you replant it here. And all of these are just breaking off of one little cutting, which is like kind of looks like an onion on the bottom. Fortunately, we have some chickens and turkeys that come through, and they've been pecking on my banana trees. I actually think this one has some nice bananas coming in. Big ones there. I don't know if you can see it or not. See if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Big banana. I think those are marocas. A nice, kind of a half plantain, half banana. That's marzipan right there. That's marzipan. You can see more of it there and there. That's marzipan. And if we walk further back, a little bit longer video today. Well, you know, we gotta. This is kind of why I'm out here. This isn't looking too hot. Looking a little yellow. So I don't know if it's getting too much water or nutrient deficient. This one looks, some of it looks good, some of it kind of has that kind of yellowish. Now the mangoes seem to do really well here, so this is one of the mangoes. It's mango. Got a some kind of citrus tree back there. This one died. And this one and this one are okay. They've been here for a while. Pretty slow growing. We need to, there's a water comes out of the ground there. And it used to travel down that way and then through here. But now, I guess we're going to have to dig a little canal because I don't want all this water pouring down here. It's just kind of making it too swampy, and we don't want that. Anyway, that's something we'll get one of the guys to work on. We'll dig a little canal, kind of like that. That's the house there. And it's constantly in a project. Lots of work going on. This roof here is probably going to have to be changed pretty soon, which isn't a big deal, believe it or not. And we got some big water tanks capturing the water. This is kind of a temporary tube, but we catch all the water and fill this tank. And then from there, sometimes we use this water inside the house, fill this up, and then we pump it from there to there. Or this tube here, which we haven't buried yet because I'm not sure exactly. This tube comes from all the way up on the hill, down through here to this guy's house. That's my neighbor. He just built this house and he's not done. He's still building. Tube comes through here, all the way down there to a big house that has a pool. So, which was kind of great because he paid for the tube. And he wanted to cross over my property, and I said, sure, if you let me tap into the tube. And of course he didn't mind doing that. So now I got a little cutoff here that goes to my house. Anyway, back to the plants. So I got avocado there, avocado there. Got a mango looking pretty good. This seems to be a good spot for the mangoes here. They're growing pretty quick. Another banana tree. All this property here, we just kind of, while we're doing all the work, you know, we're putting stuff here, and, you know, extra material. And, you know, there's no trash here, so eventually at some point we're going to have to get rid of all this stuff. A mango tree. Probably plant some more mangoes along here. And just recently I started to plant along the edge of the property one of my other favorite plants. Just let me track down. Oh no, that flower's not there anymore. Ah, here's one. You're gonna have to give me a second to walk over here. And this is another one. It has this red flower. These white flowers come off. Oh, it's just beautiful. I love this. I planted a bunch of these. And for me, I really like these as well. That and that red ginger. Anyway, that's the kind of the back part of the lot. Let's go over here to the front. Back towards the beach. Hope this isn't too long. Let me maybe have 4 or 5 minutes. We're at 10 minutes. Alright, so maybe 15 minutes. More cocoa. This is our post we put in with the transformer. We had to have that transformer put in. And now we got a temporary line going over here to where we're building that cabana. I'm sure you guys have seen that before. So again, we have some star fruit here. Lots of pan. This is lemongrass. Seems to be doing really well here, the lemongrass. Oh, that's the beach. It's got a lot of rain here. That's the old canoe. That's the new lancha. Probably be selling this canoe pretty soon. Another pineapple. Another avocado tree here. Starting to sprout up. It took a while. Didn't seem to take, but once it really got itself established, it started growing. And this is another tree. Or plant. It's beautiful flowers. I planted that. I'm probably gonna try to take a cutting of that today and move it over on the other side of the bungalow here. There's a hill, and I want to put some along the hill. This little guy, pomegranate, he got attacked by army ants, unfortunately. Another mango tree we just planted not too long ago. These are older ones, kind of hard to see with all the green. That one's doing really well. He's probably 10 feet tall, and I don't know why this one, not every tree's the same. These are all grafted. This one here, they're probably 7 feet. But that one is 10 feet. So I don't know. And you can see a huge difference in the trunk. There's the trunk on that one. That one's even smaller. But when you walk down here and look at the trunk of this mango, huge difference. Just, I guess this would make a good cutting, and for if I wanted to graft some more. Now usually I buy them and they're like a year and two old. So, although this big tree seems to be covering this area, and I've actually thought about trimming the tree a little bit. I actually trimmed that huge mango tree right there. Of course, we got some cocos over here. This one seems to be doing pretty well. That's all we got right now. Now, real quick, I noticed this is something that grows all over the place, and I know they sell these in the United States. And this is like just a plant that grows everywhere. And people tend to plant them by their house. They are pretty cool looking. And I've seen those before. The odd thing is there's a big plant that I've seen around here that people in the United States buy them. But here they think they're a weed. I used to have one. Oh, I do see one. I'll walk down there. Here's another plant that you see at the stores in the States. They grow here as well. These are all of these they kind of plant right along the property line for decoration and mark your land. Sorry, I'm kind of confusing my Spanish and English. Look familiar? Yeah. Now here's the plant that I see sometimes in the stores. Is this plant. I remember in the 70s they used to have this plant. It was like an indoor plant. Here they think they're a weed and they chop them down, which I think is funny. There's a few of them over there. I actually planted them along the edge of the creek here because good to hold the soil back. Same with these here, the hibiscus. I planted them along here. Anyway, I'm almost at 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and break off here, but I just thought I'd share the morning here of what I'm doing. I only have about a week left before I'm going back to the States and dealing with all the boats. Not looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm really looking forward to finishing that part out and moving on, Anyway, 15 minutes. Talk to you guys later.